Welcome to On the Chain.
So check this out. I thought this was kind of cool. StephenHubert.truth posted this up here. Just a random Twitter sleuth looking for some truth, educated writer, Counselor Stark, and then some other stuff written in there. I'm not going to read because no idea what it says. But the SEC Gov wants to ensure transparency and explain Main Street investors how the agency fulfills their goal of maintaining fair and orderly markets. With this framework, the SEC shows the time that goes into their decision process, whether to crack down or improve a digital asset. Now, when we get into it, it's interesting because his nice little graphic, here we have kind of ETH consensus, ETH Foundation approved, XRP Ripple, XRPL Foundation fraud alert. But so we go over question or number one. Was the blockchain funded in a traditional way and not through an ICO? ETH? No. XRP? Yes. Was the blockchain developed in the US and did it adhere to US laws? ETH, consensus, ETH Foundation? No. XRP, XRPL? Yes. 3, were the identities of the investors transparently disclosed during financing? ETH? No. Ripple, XRP, XRPL? Yeah, you see the theme that's kind of developing here. The outcome. Were the largest holdings made transparent and the identities not deliberately disguised? We get the idea. Yes and no. Did the financing of the blockchain comply with tax and money laundering laws? Oh, look at this. ETH Foundation? No. XRP, XRPL? Yes. Is there no information asymmetry? For example, are sales to fund the business disclosed? Oh, look.
I know the answer.
No. No. Okay, here. Without looking. Are tokens only sold to institutional investors and is KYC adhered in sales? What do you say, ETH?
I say no, Jeff.
And XRP?
Yes.
Spot on. Is the blockchain already built and doesn't need to be completely rebuilt to survive?
No, absolutely not.
Is ETH perfect?
No.
Where is ETH 2.0? Are we on 3.0 now?
Jeff, 6 years in, we still don't have it. So they might do like that Windows thing where they just skipped a whole number. They went from like 8
idea. They should go to like 3.1.
They should just give it up. It's
not. How do you like this one? Can the blockchain work without users having to freeze their tokens?
No.
ETH? No. XRP? Yes. And the final number 10 is the say independent of the amount of tokens one holds and so organized differently than security shares. Yeah, I don't really get to understand that number 10, but
yeah, I don't know.
Let's go on. So illegality score comes up with an illegality score.
That number 11 could be like well, and it would still be no and yes. They don't even know what it is. Like it doesn't matter. It's like no and yes, no matter what.
Approved by the SEC. ETH Foundation, yes. XRPL, no. Transparent, legal, legitimate, and safe for retail. I mean, like I like that. When you put an infographic like that in front of people, you're like, oh,
solid. That is solid as a rock right there, Jeff.
It's solid as a rock.
Solid. I love it. So this one was interesting. So you remember BlockFi. So there's like this tweet here. BlockFi looks on the bright side of life. Anyone would get upset for $50 parking ticket, but not everyone would take $100 million fine like a win. So I don't think anybody would, Jeff, but you got to look on the bright side, right?
That's right.
And so happy to be regulated. Fallout from the BlockFi settlement. It's a matter of speculation. Perspective too. Record-breaking $100 million fine could mark the dawn of a new era for crypto lending platforms.
Like might seem got away with a small fine.
Might seem unlikely that BlockFi founder and CEO Zach Prince would describe a prosecution that resulted in a $100 million fine for his company as a win, not only for BlockFi, but the broader cryptocurrency industry. But that is indeed what he said, and he might be right, although it remains to be seen for now. So BlockFi was founded in 2017, New Jersey-based crypto financial institution, team of 850 people, 1 million clients worldwide. It's popular BlockFi interest account product with 500,000 users, including over 400,000 in the U.S., was the object of a cease and desist order and the Securities and Exchange Commission, Jeff. There's another one, big bad boys, and 32 state attorneys generals on July 20th, 2021. Statement at the time by the New Jersey Attorney General's office alleged that BlockFi was selling unregistered securities in the form of interest-earning cryptocurrency accounts that have raised at least $14.7 billion. So if it's raised $14.7 billion, $100 million, seems like nothing. And it said on February 14th, the SEC announced they charged BlockFi with failing to register the offers and sales of its retail crypto lending product. BlockFi was also charged with misleading investors by stating that its institutional loans were typically over-collateralized, when in fact, no more than 24% of the loans ever were. In the order instituting proceedings, it's noted that there's an operational oversight that happened after it became clear large financial institutions were simply unwilling to over-collateralize their loans. So the whole idea is that, I guess in some ways, you can kind of look at this, that, regulation's here to stay. I mean, who are they going to go after next, Jeff? Celsius, is that the next one up there? BitTrue?
Celsius, BitTrue, Kraken, and the list.
Anything offers BlockFi, right?
Anyone they want at this point. I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty much wide open. I mean, they really decide, right now they got their arm around the Ethereum Foundation, like, hey, buddy, pal, don't worry about it. And then it's just those two guys left, and they're like, well, sorry for doing this, but you knew the time would come, and we're coming after you too.
And also, too, Nexo reportedly stopped paying interest on the U.S. users of its earned interest product on February 18th. The company said its earned interest product in its current form will not be available for new clients until the restructuring of the earned interest product and the registration process with the relevant regulatory bodies is finalized. In other words, it's not. I don't see that happening, but we'll see. You see that happening, Jeff?
No.
And Nexo, they're going to go above board. Or are they just going to say, well, that's not worth the trouble?
Yeah, no. There's so much going on right now. It's kind of crazy. I don't see, the SEC is coming after, almost like, they want to be vindicated, and they're coming out against all of the crypto companies very, very vindictively. So they want to be vindicated, and they're using some very underhanded tactics to go after some of these companies. And look what was going on with the library even. I mean, that's been dragging on and on and on and on and on and on. And then they asked for an extension, not library, the SEC.
Well, that's because they don't have a clear case there. And I think what they're doing is they're putting all their eggs into the Ripple suit here, because that's probably going to carry the most weight. And they don't want to get into another one where it goes off and they get a loss right away. So they're going to just keep extending it and asking for this and that. It's probably one of those things they wish they hadn't filed, because we're going to get clarity one way or the other. But again, I guess it's a win if you raise
closer.
Get 14 billion out of it, it's $100 million fine. It's like Kick and the Kin token, Jeff. You remember that? It was like they got such a slap on the wrist. I think their attorney bills cost more than the actual fine from the SEC. $5 million. They probably paid their attorneys more than $5 million. It's like, okay, you got it. Okay, you're busted. Okay, what's going to happen? You pay $5 million. That's it. Yeah, we can keep everything else. Yeah.
I mean, it's so crazy.
Okay,
it's so crazy. I mean, the whole thing is just doesn't even. They're doing it just to do, and
doesn't resonate, Jeff.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.